Morning, good afternoon, or good evening, based on the time that you're actually watching this video. Welcome to my channel. As we all know, Willy Paul left the gospel industry a while back, and not even 2 years later, Bahati has switched over to the secular side. Now, for me to answer this question, we need to first begin and understand whether secular music is bad for Christians, whether a Christian should listen to secular music. Well, I'm sure you've had debates about this. You have searched, you have Googled, you've had friends talk about it, your Christian friends, you've had pastors talk about it, and probably you're not even sure where to stand on secular music. I have been there, and trust me, I have Googled and researched, and until now is when I actually gained a solid ground on where I stand. To me, listening to secular music as a Christian is not bad. Wait, hear me out. Here's the thing, it's not a matter of whether listening to secular music is a sin or not. It's a matter of how it affects you as a Christian, okay? Now, this does not mean that if you do not listen to secular music, then you are a better Christian compared to the one that does, okay? Listen, I don't know whether you're like me, because I hear these debates on whether Christians should be listening to secular music or not, and I delete all my secular music. And then 2 weeks later, I'm re-downloading them. And then I delete, and then I re-download, and I'm like, I can't get enough of this R&B and soul music. Alicia Keys, Mary J. Blige, Fantasia, JoJo. Sorry, I digressed. So in this video, I get to help you understand or gain a footing on where to actually stand on this topic, and then we can answer whether Willy Paul or Bahati have done the wrong thing to move to the secular world and what the Bible actually says about it. Let's solve that. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 23 to 33. Here's what it says. I have the right to do anything, you say, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but not everything is constructive. None should seek their own good, but the good of others. Eat anything sold in the meat market without raising questions of conscience, for the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. If an unbeliever invited you to a meal and you want to go, eat whatever is put before you without raising questions of conscience. But if someone says to you, this has been offered in sacrifice, then do not eat it, both for the sake of the one who told you and for the sake of conscience. I am referring to the other person's conscience, not yours. For why is my freedom being judged by another conscience? If I take part in the meal with thankfulness, why am I denounced because of something I thank God for? So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do it for the glory of God. Do not cause anyone to stumble, whether Jews, Greeks, or the church of God, even as I try to please everyone in every way, for I am not seeking my own good, but the good of many, so that they may be saved. So let me break it down for you and highlight the important scriptures that will make you understand or that you can remember. Now, verse 23 says, in whatever you do, is it beneficial or is it constructive? Now, for Willy Paul or Bahati to decide to move to a secular industry, it was their choice to make, okay? It is a believer's freedom. You choose where you want to go. If it is constructive or beneficial to you, then well and good. This is subjective. You decide whether it is beneficial or not. Now, to the side of secular music, listening to secular music, whether it's bad or not, as a Christian, if it is beneficial or constructive to you, it's okay. Now, what I mean by this is, how is it affecting the way you talk to people? How is it affecting the way you relate with others? How is it affecting your thoughts? Are you now looking at women and looking at them as sex toys? Are you now seeing people around you and you see lust? Okay. Now, if it affects you in those ways, and most importantly, if it affects your spiritual growth or affects your relationship with God, then it is not beneficial or constructive. But that's not it. Let's go to verse 29 and link this up. 29 says, I am referring to the other person's conscience, not yours. For why is my freedom being judged by another person's conscience? Now, even Paul was asking, why do I have to bother about another person's conscience? Now, here's the thing. Once you sign up to be a Christian, once you decide to follow Christ, then it is part of your responsibility to lead people to Christ, okay? And you do this by how you're living your life, how you present yourself. You're supposed to shine the light, be the salt on the earth. You're supposed to shine the light on the unbelievers or the non-believers so that they can see Christ in you and go to him. So this is why whatever we do as Christians should matter, because it affects the people that are around us, whether Christians or not. This is the question that you should be asking yourself. If I listen to this music, how is it affecting the people around me? If they listen to such a music, or if they hear me listening to such a music, does it lead them to God? Now, coming back to Willy Paul and Bahati, the fact that they decided to go to the secular world, you have seen the divisions that it has made. People are like, yo, where are the Christians at? There are no more Christian musicians. There are no more Christians squeezing fake Christians, as in what's happening, you see. So how is it, you have to be very keen, how is it affecting the people that are looking up to you? Because you have presented yourself in a certain way. You have gone to the limelight and you have said, I am a Christian. Okay? Whether you're in the limelight or with the people around you, the fact that you have said that you're a Christian, the people who will look up to you as an example. And verse 32 says, do not cause anyone to stumble, whether Greek, Jews, or the Church of God. So in this case, whether you're whether Christians or non-Christians, do not cause anyone to stumble. Now, here's the thing that Christians like to forget, or I don't know what usually happens to us, because we forget this. We forget that the fact that we signed up to be Christians, then we should live as an example of Christ. Okay? But all in all, in anything that you do, do it for the glory of God. So if listening to secular music is not honoring God, and if you're feeling convicted that, hey, sometimes you might be listening to a song and you're like, hey, apana, like something is just telling you, no, I should not even be listening to this song. If that is what is happening, then stop, okay? If it is something that is not beneficial to you, then stop. But if it's something that also does not affect you, then there's no problem in listening to secular music. An example of this is Hey Brother by Avicii, or Levels by Avicii. Wow, I listen to that guy a lot. So yes, so you're looking at, are you seeing the type of songs that I'm referring to? If it is a song that is not proclaiming nudity, that if it's not provocative, if it's a song that is not showing illicit sex, if it's a song that is not using foul language, or you understand what I'm saying, such songs then are wrong. But these are the songs that are morally in line with Christian values. I don't think there's a problem actually listening to them. Okay, I am so curious to find out what you guys think. So comment down below and let me know what that is. And let me know also what your greatest takeaway from this video was. Make sure to like this video so that more people can see it in the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful day. See you soon.